Hi everybody, welcome to Live Blogger. In this tutorial series, we are building this Notes app using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And in the previous video, we just created the project and we added the HTML of our app. And this is how it looks. Now in this video, we will add some CSS and make it look like this. So let's get started. Right, so here I'm in my source code, and in this video we will just style this sidebar and this header right here. So let's do that. Let's go to our style.css file, and we have already linked it over here in our head section. So the first thing we will do is we'll target everything, and we'll just set the margin and the padding to 0, and we'll also type box sizing border box so that it has the correct height and width for all the elements. And then let's target the body. And for the body, we'll just have a line height of 1.6 for all the elements. And let's add a background color of F5, F5, F5. And this is how it looks. Now let's go ahead and add a font family. So let's get the font from Google Fonts. Alright, so here I'm in fonts.google.com, and let's search for the font called Inter. So I'll just search it over here, and let's select this font. Let's click on Get Font, and let's click on Get Embed Code, and let's add this to our code. So let's go over here to import, and we'll just import this CSS code. So let's copy this, and let's paste it at the top. Alright, now we can go ahead and type font family Inter and sans serif. But now if we go back to our HTML file, here we can see that we have this division of the class of container, and in that we have the sidebar and the main content. So we want both of these to be one next to the other. So let's target the container, and let's type dot container, and let's set the display to flex, and let's also set the height to 100 viewport height. And now we can see that these two elements are one next to the other. Alright, now let's target the sidebar. So for the sidebar, we have this division with the class of sidebar. So let's add some styles to that. Let's type dot sidebar. And for the sidebar, we'll have a width of 300 pixels. And we'll set the background color to white. And let's add a border right. And let's set it to 1 pixel solid E0, E0, E0. Right, now let's target the sidebar header. So here we can see we have this division of the class of sidebar header, and that we have the header top and the new note button. So let's type sidebar header, and let's add a padding of 20 pixels, and let's set the background color to 256 3EB, and let's set the color of all the text to white. So let's type color white. Now we also want to have this icon on the left side of the notes heading. So for that we will add a before selector. So let's type sidebar header, and we have an h1 in that. So let's target the h1, and let's type colon colon before. And for the content, we need to add the icon. So you can just search for notes emoji and just copy this. So just copy it and paste it right here. And let's go ahead and set the font size to 28 pixels. And here we have the notes icon. Let's add some styles to the heading as well. So let's type sidebar header h1. Let's set the font size to 24 pixels. And let's go ahead and set the margin bottom to 15 pixels. Right, now we need to have some gap between this emoji and this text. So let's target the h1, and let's set the display to flex, and let's type align items to the center, and let's add a gap of 10 pixels. And this is how it looks. Right, now we need to have this dark mode button on the right side. So for that we need to target this header top division, because in that we have the h1 and the button. So let's target this header top. I'll just type header top, and let's set the display to flex, justify content to space between, and align items to the center. Let's add a margin bottom of 15 pixels, and this is how it looks. We can see that both these elements are to the extreme left and right sides. Right now, let's target this dark mode button and let's style it. So we have this class of dark mode btn. So here let's type dark mode btn, and let's remove the background, and let's remove the border as well, and let's set the font size to 20 pixels, and let's set the width to 30 pixels, and let's set the height to 30 pixels, and let's type border radius 50%, and let's also add a hover. So let's type dark mode btn colon hover, and here we'll just add a background color of f0 f0 f0. And now if you hover over this, we can see that we have this hover effect. We'll also add a smooth transition. So here let's type transition background color, and let's set it to 0.3 seconds. So this is how it looks. Let's also set the cursor to pointer. Right now, let's style this new note button. So for the new note button, if you go back to the HTML file, here we have this class of new note btn. So let's target that. Let's type new note btn, and let's set the width to 100%, and let's set the padding to 12 pixels, and let's add a background color of RGBA 255 255 255 and 0.15 for the opacity, and let's set the color of the text to white, and let's set the border to 1 pixel solid RGBA 255 255 255 and 0.3 for the opacity, and let's add a little bit of border radius for rounded corners. So let's type border radius, and let's set it to 8 pixels, and let's set the font size to 14 pixels, and let's set the font weight to 500. Let's also set the cursor to pointer. So when you hover over this, we have this cursor, and let's also add a hover effect. So here I'll just type transition of all 0.3 seconds for a smooth transition, and here let's type new note button colon hover, and let's set the background color to RGBA 255 255 255 and 0.25, and we'll just move it up a little bit. So let's type transform translate y of -1 pixels, and this is how it looks. Right now, let's go ahead and style these nodes. So if you go to the HTML file, here we can see we have this division with the class of nodes list. So let's target that. I'll just type dot nodes list, and here we will type overflow y of auto, so that if we have a large number of nodes, then we should be able to scroll up and down. So let's go back over here and let's add some more nodes. Let's see whether it works. And now let's go back to our website, and here we have a lot of nodes, and when we scroll down, we can see that the whole website is scrolling down. We just want to scroll this nodes section. So for that, we can go ahead and target the sidebar, and we can just go ahead and set the display to flex, and we also need to set the flex direction to column. And now if we go back and if I scroll down, we can see that just this nodes list is being scrolled. So now let's go back and let's target the other divisions. So here we can see inside the nodes list, we have this division with the class of node item. So let's target that. Let's go back over here and let's type node item, and let's set the padding to 15 pixels and 20 pixels, and let's set the border bottom to 1 pixel solid E0 E0 E0, and let's set the cursor to pointer. And now when we hover over these nodes, we need to have a different background color. So I'll just add a transition over here, and let's set it to background color. let's tap 0.2 seconds. And here let's tap node item colon hover. And here let's tap background color. And let's set it to F0, F0, F0. And now we can see we have this hover effect. Now when one of these nodes is active, for example, if we click on this node, we can see that this is active and we have a different color for the active node. So for that we'll also add one more class. So let's tap node item dot active, and here we'll have a different background color. So let's tap background color and let's set it to E3 F2 FD. So now let's go back over here to the HTML and let's add an active class over here to one of these nodes. So here let's tap active, and now we can see that we have the correct color for the active node. Right, now let's target the S3 inside the node item. So let's tap node item S3, and let's set the font size to 16 pixels, and let's set the margin bottom to 5 pixels, and let's tap color and let's set it to 333. Right, now let's target the paragraph which has the date. So let's tap node item P, and let's set the font size to 13 pixels, and let's set the color to 666, and this is how it looks. So with that we have completed styling our sidebar. Alright, so that's basically it for this video. In the next video we will start styling the main content section. So if you have any doubts you can ask in the comments below, and if you like this video please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.